Most people go through life believing something that feels true, but isn't. They believe their life is controlled by circumstances. Where they were born. What happened to them. The opportunities they got, or didn't get. And because of that belief, they start to feel powerless. They say things like, backhand index pointing right, I didn't have a choice. Backhand index pointing right, that's just how life is. Backhand index pointing right, things never go my way. But here's the truth most people never stop to question. Are you really controlled by your circumstances? Or by how you respond to them? Because two people can go through the exact same situation and end up in completely different places. One gives up. The other grows. Same situation. Different outcome. Why? Because of one thing. Backhand index pointing right decisions. Every moment, you are making choices, consciously or unconsciously. How you think. How you act. How you respond. And those choices slowly shape your life. Not instantly, but consistently. The problem is, most people don't notice it. Because the changes are small. Invisible at first. But over time, those small decisions create massive differences. We often think life is shaped by big moments. Major opportunities. Life-changing events. But in reality, life is shaped by small decisions repeated daily. The decision to wake up early, or stay in bed. The decision to work, or scroll. The decision to speak up, or stay silent. Individually, these choices seem small. Almost insignificant. But when repeated over time, they compound. And that's where everything changes. Because success is not built in a day. It's built in daily patterns. And those patterns are created by decisions. The dangerous part is this. Small bad decisions don't hurt immediately. Skipping one workout doesn't matter. Procrastinating once feels harmless. But repetition turns small actions into habits. And habits turn into identity. Backhand index pointing right, this is just who I am. And once it becomes identity, it becomes harder to change. That's how people get stuck. Not because of one big mistake, but because of many small decisions made without awareness. There's a silent trap that keeps most people stuck. It's not failure. It's not lack of talent. It's indecision. People think that if they don't choose, they're staying safe. But they're not. They're choosing by default. Backhand index pointing right, choosing to stay where they are. Backhand index pointing right, choosing not to grow. Backhand index pointing right, choosing comfort over progress. Every time you delay a decision, you are making one. The decision to wait. And waiting feels harmless. But it slowly builds regret. Because while you're waiting, time is moving. Opportunities are passing. And life is changing, with or without you. There's a moment in every person's life where everything shifts. It's not when things get easier. It's not when opportunities appear. It's when they decide. Not casually. Not emotionally. But with certainty. Backhand index pointing right, this is who I'm becoming. That moment creates power. Because a real decision cuts off alternatives. It removes doubt. It creates direction. If decisions are so powerful, why do people avoid them? Because every real decision comes with something most people fear. Backhand index pointing right, responsibility. The moment you decide, you take ownership. You can no longer say, "It's not my fault. I didn't have a choice. I'll figure it out later." A decision removes excuses. And for many people, that's uncomfortable. Because once you decide, you are accountable for the outcome. If it works, you own it. If it fails, you still own it. And that fear of failure stops people before they even begin. So instead of deciding, they hesitate. They overthink. They analyze every possible outcome. They wait for certainty. But here's the truth. Backhand index pointing right certainty doesn't come before a decision. It comes after commitment. No one knows exactly how things will turn out. But highly effective people don't wait to feel ready. They decide, and figure it out along the way. Another reason people avoid decisions is the fear of losing options. Because every decision closes doors. And people think keeping options open is safer. But in reality, backhand index pointing right, too many options create confusion. And confusion leads to inaction. So they stay stuck, thinking they're being careful. When in reality, they're just avoiding growth. A decision without commitment is just a wish. It sounds good. It feels good. But it changes nothing. Because real decisions are not based on words. They are based on action. Anyone can say, backhand index pointing right, I want to change. Backhand index pointing right, I'll start tomorrow. Backhand index pointing right, I'm going to do better. But unless that decision is backed by commitment, it fades. Commitment is what gives a decision power. It's what turns intention into movement. And here's the difference. When you're interested, you do what's convenient. When you're committed, you do what's required. Even when it's uncomfortable. Even when it's difficult. Even when you don't feel like it. That's where real change happens. Because commitment removes negotiation. It removes the question. Backhand index pointing right, should I do this today? Instead, it becomes backhand index pointing right, this is what I do now. And that shift is powerful. Because once something becomes part of your identity, it no longer requires constant motivation. It becomes automatic. That's how effective people operate. They don't rely on feeling motivated. They rely on commitment. Every decision you make is not just changing your actions. It's shaping your identity. Because over time, your repeated choices answer one powerful question. Backhand index pointing right, who am I? If you consistently choose discipline, you begin to see yourself as disciplined. If you consistently avoid challenges, you begin to see yourself as someone who plays safe. And once something becomes your identity, you act in alignment with it. That's why change feels difficult for many people. Because they're not just trying to change behavior. They're trying to change how they see themselves. And that requires new decisions, repeated consistently. Not once. Not occasionally. But daily. Because identity is built through repetition. You don't become confident overnight. You become confident by making small decisions that reinforce it. Speaking up. Taking action. Showing up consistently. Each decision sends a message to your mind. This is who I am. And over time, that message becomes belief. And belief becomes behavior. That's the real power of decisions. They don't just change what you do. They change who you become. If your current decisions have shaped your life so far, then changing your life starts with one thing. Backhand index pointing right, changing your decisions. But here's where most people get stuck. They try to change everything at once. They set big goals. Make big promises. And for a short time, they follow through. Then they fall back. Why? Because they didn't change the pattern. They only changed the intention. Real change doesn't happen in big bursts. It happens in small, consistent decisions. The kind that seem insignificant in the moment. Choosing to act instead of delay. Choosing to focus instead of distract. Choosing growth instead of comfort. These small shifts break the cycle. And over time, they create momentum. Because once you start making better decisions consistently, your life begins to move in a new direction. Slowly at first, then faster. Until one day, you look back and realize everything has changed. Your future is not something that just happens. It is something that is built, decision by decision. Every choice you make today is shaping tomorrow. What you focus on, what you prioritize, what you commit to. These are not random actions. They are building blocks. And over time, they create your life. The challenge is this. Most people think about the future, but they don't connect it to their daily decisions. They want a better life, but they keep making the same choices. And that creates frustration. Because results don't match expectations. But once you understand the connection, everything changes. Because now, every decision becomes intentional. You stop reacting. You start designing. At the end of the day, your life comes down to one simple truth. Backhand index pointing right. You are one decision away from change. Not 10 decisions. Not a perfect plan. Just one. One decision to start. One decision to stop. One decision to commit. That's where everything begins. Because once you decide, you move differently. You think differently. You act differently. And those differences create new results. Most people will watch this. They'll nod their head. They'll feel inspired for a moment. And then go back to the same decisions that keep them stuck. But if you're serious about changing your life, this is where everything begins. Right now, don't wait, do this. Backhand index pointing right. Think about one area of your life you've been avoiding. Something you've been delaying. Something you keep saying, I'll figure it out later. Now ask yourself. Backhand index pointing right, what decision have I been refusing to make? And here's the key. Don't overthink it. Don't try to make the perfect decision. Make a real one. Backhand index pointing right. Decide what you're going to do. Backhand index pointing right. Decide when you're going to start. Backhand index pointing right, and most importantly, decide to commit. Then take one action immediately after this video. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Because the moment you act, that's when the decision becomes real. If you want to keep growing, if you want to understand the psychology behind your actions, and if you're ready to take real control of your life, then this channel is for you. Because here, we don't just motivate you. Backhand index pointing right, we show you how to transform the way you think, so your results change permanently. So make sure you subscribe now. And join a community of people who are done waiting, and ready to decide. Backhand index pointing right. Your life changes the moment you decide it will. I'll see you in the next episode.